Hello and welcome back to Closed Circuit Sports. I'm Drew Goldman, and this is practice before round 6. In the new Gen 206. Rolling out safely with the help of Mr. Marsh. Gonna run no data. Just give you the full sensation.
I'm trying to settle in. My back hurts. Just warm up these tires. Try and smooth out this line.
Morale was low. I think this was run 2. And I went, oh boy.
It's gonna be really cool to get to compare this, the 206, to the BlueShock.
It was a very cool weekend. This was 4th of July weekend.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. This might be a harder weekend than I thought.
Yeah, dude. Might have bit off more than I could chew here. But
Flick it, bud. Flick it.
I was committed.
Flick it and dip it. Here you go. Dip. Too much dip. Flick. Not enough flick. Sweep. Little understeer there. Lift. More like a blip. Really take more earlier there. Deeper, 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 deeper. There you go, bud. Like Cinco said, that's all I got, baby.
Boy, I was really trying to keep my fucking spirits up.
Trying to learn how to be lighter with the hands while also trying to fuck it good. Come on.
Right?
Whip. Bump. Big bump.
This is the grittiest weekend I've had to have in karting so far.
Not terrible, but it's not great.
Very physical layout. Mixed up with 2 carts for 2 separate teams. Set rather far apart from each other. 2 very different sets of tires and driving styles and weight distribution. All of it was different. Everything was different. It made the whole track feel different. Raced entirely differently. And I kept having to go back and forth.
I'm up.
But I learned a lot. Even though the positions didn't go well, I learned a lot. This was Thursday after
Big
work.
slide. Better rotation though. 1.2, we're getting closer.
Yeah. Thursday after work was day 1 of 3. And I was trying to push through a back injury that I've been nursing since round 4. So, running every lap was the primary objective of the
I did
weekend.
see him coming, but I didn't think that was the start of the move. It's okay. It's okay.
And I wanted to be competitive when the actual race arrived.
I must have been in his way.
I would have
That's all
been
right.
too.
He's a class ahead of me.
Yeah, he was running KA. We're alright.
Oh,
Yeah, it's already starting to
damn! Speaking of a class ahead of me, here come the BlueShocks. At least one.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, BlueShock coming. This kart went from the X4 to the X5 in the time since I last drove it. This new generation of karts from BlueShock is a single speed with nearly 50 horsepower. They're calling it shifter power in a single speed kart.
He's coming, but not quick enough.
And holy smokes, was it fast. It just wanted more track. At the end of the straight, we were hitting 70 every lap. In this car, to compare, we were topping out on this layout at 52. That's what it looks like to see a BlueShock pass you from on board a 206. We end up getting very familiar with Kellen's car later in the weekend.
That thing has infinite torque, and that's unreal.
Yeah,
Look at him go.
And 206 is its own beast. .206 and KA are very different disciplines within karting. The
I
same
gotta stay inside the bump there.
Shifter karts and X30 are very different as well. X30 and KA are even different. They're much more similar, but still different. Some guys are fast in everything. I'm trying to make that me. But some of us have more time and opportunities than others. Others of us have to capitalize on the ones we get. So this is an arrive and drive new gen 206 that I'm trying to find the pace in, because I'm signed up as a new gen driver for this weekend. But BlueShock coming into town and joining this track for a race weekend I was already running, and the deal that they offered me, oh my goodness, was so much better than the one that I had gotten for Daytona a year and a half ago in December of 24. Which was my first flyaway race, my first opportunity to run with a real arrive and drive program, as opposed to Steven hooking me up with his kart for one race, which was round 10 in IKC that same year in heavy. And that's where I found out 206 was going to be plenty for me to handle for now. Now, the BlueShock went well, but it was a good, like, measuring stick. And 206 was like... It's the best way to say it. It's a war zone, man. 206 is a very physical class. It's a very finessey physical
That feels better than usual.
It's a great way to learn how to go road racing. Haven't had a chance to race KA yet.
And this one feels good. It's just this one.
Just testing. I'm trying not to do too much on this run, but I also know that this is all the practice I'm going to get in this kart. This is my practice day in this kart. And so I'm trying to capitalize on these runs because I know that tomorrow I practice in the BlueShock. But for today, this is it. This is me running in my 206. So I'm trying to do everything that I can. I didn't realize that I was really beating myself up too hard here. I should have been trying to drive much more within the limits rather than testing the limits, because I had to know that this was day 1 of 3 on an injured back in a sport where the seat only goes halfway up your back and it stops right where it hurts. Is it probably from the seat? Yup. Is it probably from a seat strut? Maybe. Did I find any kind of solution for it this weekend? No. I've been trying. I was trying with the massage gun. I was trying everything. Tylenol and Advil like they were candy. Not my favorite kind of weekend. No one wants to play through injuries. But sometimes as professionals, you gotta play hurt. I didn't think I was injured. I thought I was hurt. Thought I could play her. You can for a while. But at a certain point, you're injured. And then you're truly playing within the limits of what your body can offer you that day. And that's where I found myself by the end of the day Saturday. But on Friday night, I was worried. I was taking care of my back, but as best as I could. It's like a spasm that was going up from the inside of my shoulder blade down my ribs. It's gotten smaller, but I wonder whether it's coming from some kind of nerve or disc or something more serious than I thought it was at the time. Because I had thought that I was having just like a cramp in my back or bruised ribs or something. But that did not seem to be the case. A decent run in the 206.
Feels pretty good.
Just to show you the benchmark of how fast 206 feels.
Okay.
Joris gave me a GoPro to stick on the nose of this to give us a good angle or two, but
Anyway.
you'll see how quickly it comes off. So this is a very short clip, but it's just funny, so I included it. This was my first drive in the BlueShock the next day. This is Friday. I've got Vegas on, and this is a GFC chassis that was arrive and drive provided by, I think he said Kinetics was the name of the team. I forget which track they operate out of, but they lent us a cart.
All right, we're testing the BlueShock. We'll see how bad we eat everybody up here, or whether we do. I imagine we will.
It happened literally
Right away we
immediately.
lose the GoPro.
Literally, I pulled out and it bounced off. Gotta get the thing into my lap.
Oh wow.
I said, oh wow.
Oh wow. Oh, that's something.
Yeah, it's even more than I remembered. And the X4 was supposedly 35 horsepower.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this one's got 50.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay. That's something.
I'm not even giving it everything yet. I'm pulling it back in
Okay.
to get back the camera. And I'm like, oh wow, this is gonna be fun. And it is. It was awesome. I came back looking for Joris. I don't see him though. So I'm like, okay, wait, so.
Excuse me, you're okay. Did you see where the camera guy went?
I think they're up there.
Okay.
I saw one of them.
Okay. It popped right off.
Joris made himself scarce, so thankfully Mr. Richardson Ramsey's over here. It was someone who I recognized and I trusted very, very much. He's always there.
Excuse
He's
me.
at these AKC events
Mr.
every single
Richardson.
time.
Have you seen Joris?
You want to hold it?
Yeah, it was the camera guy,
Okay.
Joris. It
Yeah.
popped right off.
Okay, I'll hold it. I'll hold it, Drew.
Thank you so much. If you see him, you can give it back to him. Okay, thank you. Are we stopping?
Give me good.
Okay.
Wait.
I'll wait for all them. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's a busy track right now. Okay. We'll see what I got. 1, 2.
Can't forget to warm up the tires, but I guess I'm just going to scoot right on by Nico on this first lap. That's the guy who I'm usually at war with in 206, and here we just
It's
breeze
fast.
by.
And heavy.
It's heavy. 60 pounds heavier than a shifter chassis with you in it. Big battery on your left, big power supply on your right. Very balanced though. Less grip in the tires than the MGs, but the Vegas are fine. Andrew Avalos, our local KA junior champion.
Wow. Okay.
It's very heavy and very slidey. That's 2. Holy smokes, this cart. Big slide.
Wow.
Careful.
Okay.
Oh, big slides everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
Keep it under you, dude. I think this is where
This
I lose
thing's
it,
nuts.
actually. Yeah, I didn't get it braked enough. Kept it
Yeah.
out of the wall, though.
Spoke too soon. Okay. Okay. Okay.
This car's got a lot.
Thank.
But I am beached.
Wow. Thank you. That's nuts.
I'm gonna have to get up and out and help.
Okay, I can. Oy vey.
I should have popped right up. I should have known better.
Okay.
Anyway. But I think my back was hurting at that moment. I had to take
Damn.
a second. Big ups to Daisy.
Thank you.
Just getting most of the dirt out of there. I'm not going to get everything, but I just don't want to be getting people behind me with debris as I pull out here.
We're good.
Gonna have to throw it back in neutral. So this one has front brakes, but I had never driven anything competitive with front brakes before. So I was trying to figure out where the braking point was for the downhill right-hander, but we found it eventually. Making sure I'm still on.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Clean off the tires. And then warm them up. Good clean air for this lap. Let's run. Coming from 70 down
Okay.
to 30 there.
First practice in the BlueShock. This thing's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, man. Makes the whole track feel different.
Okay. Wow.
Compared to 206 where it's all momentum, I don't even know what to do with this much power. I just wish I had more grip.
Oh my god.
Four seconds faster than the 206 on my second lap. Yikes. It's KA levels of fast. Minimum. Yeah.
Okay, this is nuts.
It's like a fast forward pedal. I'm in pain and I'm still giggling like this, man. That's awesome. Eesh.
Damn!
Yeah.
Blood!
I think I just said blood unironically.
Oh my god. Okay, it's got more than I can ask it to give me.
They're done.
That's something.
Gracias. I'm trying to get just one tire to ask questions at a time, but there's so much power.
That's nuts. It handles like a car.
Yeah. The weight's also centered.
Man, I knew that. Wow! Wow.
So now I'm gonna try and get it under me, but I don't know if I ever quite did. It's really cool how you can hear the tires so much more when it's an electric cart. But it didn't all feel synced up. It was so backwards compared to a regular combustion cart where you stay flat. This one had a real throttle curve, and I didn't have enough time really. I needed like one more weekend to figure out how to drive this thing properly. But this was amazing for the experience of it, and hopefully I get another chance to.
Wow.
Because they're really fun. I just gotta be picky about where I race it, because this track was
Wow!
awesome, but brutal to do two classes.
Woo! Wow! Okay. That's the fastest I've gone in a go-kart.
Yeah. Yeah, that's faster than KA. At least it feels faster. It's not lighter. It doesn't handle better, but it's faster. It's doing KA times around Whiteland. So going back out.
Welcome back for practice 2 in the BlueShock. Oh my gosh, I have the track to myself. I'm a lucky boy.
And I still had like
Let me
half the
figure this
battery.
thing out.
So we get a good clean track run here, but I also make a little mistake here because I ran the battery to 0 without meaning to, but it all worked out. You'll see. This cart. Quite a bit of juice this cart has.
They were calling this a jump, and they're not wrong.
Yeah, that's a jump.
That's a jump. That's
Yeah.
insane.
If you went too far to the left, it was like 2 or 3 inches off the ground. If you stayed nice and close to the right, it was like half an inch, maybe an inch. But all 4 wheels left the pavement if you were taking it flat out, which you should be. In 206,
Oh, this feels so good.
we call it the kink. In BlueShock, they were calling it the jump.
I have to brake.
And they were both right.
Wow.
Yeah, I have to break it that
So that, so that I don't overcook it there. That's amazing.
Completely changes my line, and it messed up my whole racing weekend in 206, and I knew it would, but couldn't really pass up the opportunity to get to run back in BlueShock again, and didn't want it to supplant 206 for the weekend, because I was already committed with New Gen. So I signed up for both.
Oh my god, the balance is really much more like a car. This is Formula E, tiny, tiny. I mean it, oh my god.
Yeah, for real. Teeny tiny Formula E. Because in typical electric carts, you can't spin the back wheels. What? Yeah, like burnout, spin. Like, floor it, you're going to spin. You must be careful with your throttle pedal in this cart because there is no traction control. And it has
The
50
tires are
horsepower.
definitely the weak point. Oh my god.
It's a fast forward pedal. It's the weirdest thing. If a Tesla Plaid were a go-kart, if you shrunk a Formula E car, you would end up with a BlueShock X5. It was so much fun to drive. It was an absolute pleasure to drive.
Okay, we'll be back.
A treat.
That was really cool.
Yeah, man.
There we go. Jump. The little jumpy.
Yeah, there were certain times, especially when you were starting, that the
Practice 3.
gas pedal felt a little bit more like an
I'm
on-off
gonna let them
switch
come through.
than a
I'm gonna
curve.
try and
But
stick with them.
I guess that's what you want when you're trying to take off at the beginning of the races. Because
Okay,
this is
we'll
my
see about
first,
sticking with them, but
first grid start race in a long time. These are fast enough to go from standing
oh
start,
wow.
and it's awesome. .206 is always a rolling start like IndyCar or NASCAR. But these, you take off like Formula 1, Formula E. Which, by the way, next year's Formula E cars look great. No asterisk.
Okay.
In 206, it gets loose under braking, always. This wanted to get loose on exit, meaning it had enough throttle to spin. And it was so heavy, it was so understeery everywhere. There was nothing you could do.
Okay, that felt good. Wow.
And I knew I was abusing the tires, but I was really trying
These
to
tires
figure
do
out
not have what I want them to have.
the weight transfer through the corner, how to get it right. Like, where do you want the tires to squeal within the corner? And that was a very interesting thing to try to find, because the answer was nowhere. And the weight distribution being so even was almost disorienting in a kart. Very heavy for a kart with no power steering, of course, but at 460 pounds, of course the tires were going to complain. For context, the 206 weighs in with me in it at 365 pounds. And to remind you, the BlueShock here is 5 seconds a lap faster. That's absurd.
Oh, this is nuts.
It's KA fast, but it has 0 flex and less grip. So it's probably X30 fast when piloted by someone with know-how, pro levels of driving. Because this is very much
Jesus.
your friendly neighborhood Uber driver given a supercar.
Totally blew it through there, but here we go.
I'm so appreciative that Artis, the BlueShock owner, was considerate enough to reach out with the offer that he had for me, because this was an offer I couldn't refuse. That bump was beating me up already. So we seem to have finally found our fastest lap, because the red dots have replaced the green dots, meaning I'm now behind my best lap of the day so far, not in front of it. But if I stay under it here and get a good exit, maybe? Nope. Alright. We won't pit this time, but it's coming soon. This is the end of Friday practice. And Saturday is going to be a doozy. It's going to be my first 8-session day in quite some time, and my first double class day since they've extended our sessions. Last season, it was 5-minute heat races plus 2 laps, 10-minute finals plus 2 laps. Now they have moved up to 7 minutes plus 2 laps and 12 minutes plus 2 laps. So 2 more minutes of racing in both races in both classes is not nothing. It seems small in the context of one class or one race, and it is. It doesn't feel small over the course of that race, I can tell you that. It's made all of the main events feel much longer. But it's still a good thing. I think making the races 2 minutes long is definitely a good decision. For the competition within each class. But it was also a lot to manage when you're running both classes. I knew I wasn't in to win either class, but I knew that I had a good shot to be in the top 5 in both, either. Because there were only about 10 206 carts that pulled up, and only about 15, maybe 20. There were at least 15 though, BlueShocks. So it was 2 great races, 2 great fields, great lineups of drivers, at a track I know like the back of my hand. But all of these BlueShock drivers travel nationally, and there we go. I just finally ran out of battery.
That's not good.
I said whoops. Scoot, scoot, scoot.
That was close.
That was kind of lucky on that.
It's going to be a long weekend. That was day 1 and 2.
Well, now I know
What
how much
taped.
the battery has.
Yeah, now we know how big that battery is. You're right. Hell of a cart. And we'll see how the race goes tomorrow. See you guys for round 5 in the Indy Karting Challenge. Peace. I'm Drew Goldman, and this is Closed Circuit Sports.
You always worry about a mechanical failure whenever you go racing, and this is no different, but it's simpler. There's fewer parts that could be the issue. If something is an issue, you know very quickly what the problem is and you know what you need to do to fix it. The battery is pretty quick to swap out. The plug-and-play nature of it is remarkable. These are like the Tesla Plaid of a go-kart. It takes off. And it has no top speed. You just need more track. If you're a gamer, you hate lag. There's no lag. It is immediate. It listens so fast to any input that you put into it. I would absolutely tell anybody who's looking into it to do one event first. If you love it, you love it. If you don't, I'll ask why. I managed to beat my qualifying time in the final, which was good for my first event with BSR. It felt pretty good. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I'd never raced at the national level before. I think I know what kind of coaching I need to keep moving up and keep moving forward. And next year I'll be racing at Whiteland Raceway Park in Indiana.
You want to be the champion they talk about? Join us right now.